Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, here we are for our Saturday game stream. How are you doing today? You have the nasty weathers. It was 90 degrees on Thursday, 90 degrees at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, 5:30, when I took my son to soccer practice. Just everybody sweating out there, pouring down sweat. Even at 7 o'clock, it was still like 85 degrees, just pouring down sweat. Poor kids drinking gallons of water left and right. Getting ready for the what is this, spring soccer season. And now today, 30 degrees outside, 25-mile-per-hour winds, gusting up to 40-mile-per-hour winds, and snow. There was a soccer tournament here in town that they had to cancel because of the bad weather. We did not get as much snow as other parts of the country, especially up in Nebraska. I'll say I'm sorry for those folks up in Nebraska who got a lot of snow, but did you guys get some bad weather? I hope not. I hope you had some good weathers. Major Spoilers is streaming today both on the YouTube channel and on Twitch, so if you are in either of those rooms, stop by and say hello. Crimsonian says, wow, Kansas is weird. Kansas is really weird. Kansas is really, really weird, but I'm glad that you are here. Where are you from? Crimsonian? Crimson Neon. Maybe that's what it is. Crimson Neon. Or maybe it's Crime Sun Neon. We are playing Hearthstone today. The brand new expansion came out on the 12th, so, you know, we're a few days behind. I think it came out on the 12th. Came out this week. I have barely gotten in to play the new decks. I've created a deck. Here's the problem. So many of my decks were built around Cthulhu. They were built around the old Murlocs. They were built... Oh. So many decks went out of standard this week that I'm kind of at a loss. So I went and messed around a little bit. One thing I want to do to start off is I've been playing some of the solo adventures that I'm really behind on, and I would like to get League of Explorers wrapped up before it goes completely away. And I'm at the Archthief Rapham, Raffi to his friends. And I know on this one I need a crap deck. Where's my crap deck? Oh, here we go. Bad Mage. See if I can beat this guy. Because what he does is he steals your deck, and then the game gives you a deck. Which I don't know how good the other game deck is.
Medivh versus
Now,
Rafa!
Crimson Neon says that's it, but I don't know which one it was that I said. Hey,
I
Marshall.
think
Marshall is
I
in.
will
Marshall,
take.
we missed you during your...
Explorer, we've got a spare
we
deck.
missed you
Use
during
this one.
the live stream today.
What wonderful cards!
We missed you during...
Begin.
Oh boy, 3 and a 5. Got to get rid of that 5. Deal 3 damage. So the problem is, okay, I think we'll do this. Not a big fan of this guy. Can't attack unless it's the only minion on the field. Whenever your opponent plays a rare card, gain +1/+1. I don't even know if I have a rare card in there. I've got a Wisp and a rare Spear. Well, I guess I'll just put this one out there. At least equip it. And attack him at least once. I'll get the Wisp out since it costs 0.
Job's done.
End my turn there. Okay, we're gonna go against this bad mage deck and hopefully win. Oh man. Harrison Jones. Well, I know we're gonna get rid of you. Have this Wisp deal a damage. And then deal another damage to you.
Job's done.
Yeah, that goes away with that weapon. Should have held on to that a little bit longer. I am not a good Hearthstone player. I'm going to admit that to you right now. What the heck? I didn't have that in my deck. What the heck, dude? Maybe I did have that in my deck. Deal 3 damage. Shuffle a Roaring Torch into your deck and deals 6 damage. Alright, well, let's see if we can't hit this guy. Well, we gotta destroy him, right? I'm just going to try to hit this guy as quickly as I can. Not worry about this one yet. Oh. Well, that was the eventual outcome anyway, right? What can I get out there? Discover a 3-cost card. Yeah, sure. Might as well, right? Some secrets. When your opponent casts a spell, counter it. After your opponent plays a minion, transform it into a 1/1 sheep. There we go. Or a Death Lord, taunt Death Rattle. Your opponent puts a minion from their deck into the battlefield. Oh, man. I think I'm going to go with Death Lord. And then I'm going to hit this guy for at least 1.
Job's done.
Oh, you lost track of time, Marshall. Next thing I know is 1 o'clock and the stream was over. I'm bummed. Oh, you should be, because we're not even going to have a VIP live stream in May because of my crazy schedule.
Death does not scare me.
Sure, let's try this.
Job's done.
But we'll be back in June, and I've got a really cool tech thing that I'll share with you then. This is supposed to be a crappy deck that I'm playing against. Ah, man. Why has it got an Ancient Watcher in there? I would have built it at just nothing but 1/1 characters. God dang it. I got a 6. Let's get this one out there. Let's get... Oh, okay. Battle Cry. Give your opponent 2 bananas. I don't know what King Mukla does. Probably let's go with Cinderstorm. Let's see. Choose a friendly minion. Add a golden copy of it to your hand. Zola the Gorgon. Or King Mukla. Or just go for the massive damage. Gemini. I guess I'm going to give my opponent 2 bananas. I have no idea what that does. Oh, so it gives him 2 cards. Well, I wasn't a fan of that. Let's just hit. And hit hard.
Job's done.
Some stupid chicken's going to take me out. Or an arcane explosion. And he's got a full... No, I don't want to get... I'm never going to do that again. That's horrible. I have no idea what these cards do. All right, well, let's get a taunt out there.
Ready for action.
Well, it doesn't... He doesn't have a weapon with any durability. All right. I'm gonna boost him up. I'm gonna get this guy out there. And then let's attack for 6 at least. Not that any of these guys are gonna last that long. Because now everybody's gonna come attack it. This is supposed to be a crappy deck! Oh, Steven. I hope your day's going better than mine. Boom, 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 dead. Game over, because of this number 7 has to attack. Oh, he's sleeping, right? Destroy a beast. Well, let us destroy a beast. This guy can't even attack. This guy, he's not doing anything. Let's get rid of this guy. Because we can. And if I attack this one... If I attack this one, I'm going to lose my giant monkey. But if I don't attack, the game is over. 5, 6, 10, 12. Crap it. It's over anyway, right? 1, 5, 7. I'll only have 3 left. This guy can't attack. That guy is going to get slaughtered. Ah, boo. I can't even get that one back out. I hate playing this game. I hate playing this game. Hey, good evening there, Thomas Joker. How are you doing? I am doing fine.
I'm watching you.
This was supposed to be a horrible deck. Oh, well. What are you going to do? Take control of an enemy's secret. The enemy doesn't have any secrets. Okay. Let's just get him out there. Let's get this out there. Let us get the puddle jumper out there. Let's let him attack for 1. And dead, and dead, and dead. Oh my gosh. Not only did I get defeated here, but I'm kind of sad because one of my favorite people, somewhat controversial. Try this again, then we'll get into some of the new decks and whatnot. It's supposed to be Bad Mage. One of my heroes, Mr. Art Bell, passed away last night at the age of 72. And if you don't know who Art Bell is, he is the granddaddy of conspiracy theory talk shows. I mean, you can go online now. If you know who George Norrie is, George Norrie is nothing with Art Bell. You go on and listen to podcasts like, what is it? I don't forget the name of the podcast, but there's a guy that also will co-host on Coast to Coast AM occasionally. None of these guys hold a torch, this forgotten torch. None of them hold a forgotten torch to Art Bell, the granddaddy of all paranormal talk. I discovered now Art Bell had been broadcasting since Korea or Vietnam. I forget which one he was in. But I discovered him in the 90s when he was doing Coast to Coast AM. I discovered him right around the time of the, what was that cult? The Hale-Bopp comic cult that all killed themselves. And they basically killed themselves because they'd heard on Coast to Coast AM that there was a UFO behind the Hale-Bopp comet. And that they were going in to link up or to merge with that comet. And of course, that led to all sorts of things. But that's when I found Art Bell, because I wanted to know more about this. And I started listening to him religiously from 95 until 98. I really felt like Art was my friend. It was somebody that I knew. And I think some of you kind of who listen to podcasts today probably know what I'm talking about. Just felt like every day there was a different show, something crazy that Art would talk about. And it was great. I mean, I listened to Art clear through the 2000s and such. That doesn't really do anything for me. But in the early days of talk radio, I mean, you got politics overnight. You've got religious programming overnight. Art was the only one that was doing paranormal stuff at the time. There were some others that came along after, but he was the only one doing that at the time. And man, he had some great stories. I mean, aliens, UFOs, and abductions, and ghosts, and paranormal activity. I mean, it was all there. And I ate up every minute of it. Conspiracy theories. Richard Hoagland, for those of you that know who Richard Hoagland is, he was the big one that was doing the face on Mars back in the day. And he would come on to Art and talk about going to his website and seeing these enhanced photos and everything that he had. And he had this weird conspiracy theory that the Illuminati was having secret meetings. And the angle of Mars to the angle of Earth, what is it, the 38... Was it 38? Or I think it was 38 degrees angle that the face was facing to the Earth and everything. It was just crazy what he was talking about. I mean, like Richard Hoagland had this crazy theory that somehow Old Navy was tied into the Illuminati. and that and back in the day before Old Navy had their whole 1999 sale, occasionally they'd have like this $19.50 sale. And Richard was convinced that you could go into Old Navy during those times and say, hey, I'm here for the meeting, and you would be led into a back room where you would be hooked up to the big Illuminati meeting. I mean, it was crazy. Seriously crazy times. I love Richard Hoagland on there. Of course, Whitley Strieber had come in. If you've ever read Communion or seen the book about his alien abduction experience, he would come in and talk about that, and every time he came in, it was a little bit different. There we go. So Richard Hoagland, Whitley Strieber, in the early days, Alex Jones, crazy Alex Jones now, he wasn't going off about the politics and frogs heating up and all that crazy stuff. He used to come in and talk about Bohemian Grove, this place where the elite would go and gather. And hold these secret meetings. Was it the Builder Group or the Bilderbergs? I forget what their name was. It was great. It was fun to listen to that stuff. Art would have Ghost to Ghost AM, where you would tell horror stories. Open Lines was always the best because Open Lines brought you things like there was a story of a guy who called in. He was in a light airplane, or just a regular airplane, and he goes, he's flying into Area 51. Now, Art got a lot of flack for people saying that was a stunt. It may have been a stunt, but Art was into it. That was the cool thing about Art. Not only did he have the ability to talk and to communicate and to chat with you, Art could really get into a story and draw a story out and get involved and wrapped up with the story and thus convey that energy to the rest of the audience.
They'll never know what.
So there was the guy flying into Area 51. That was awesome. There was another guy who told the tale of... how much damage is this going to do? 1 attack and 2 damage?
How droll.
There's another guy that came in that talked about, and this thing went on for a while, he talked about going out into the woods and walking with his dog and coming upon a spaceship. And he went up and he was trying to be friendly and nice, and the alien killed his dog, so he struck the alien and killed it. And he was so freaked out about what he did is he took the alien home and put it in his freezer, wrapped it up in one of those thermal blankets. And so it was the burrito alien, as it became known.
How droll.
I should have done 2 of those.
Job's done.
So the burrito alien, the flying into Area 51, of course, he was there during the UFO flyover in, what was it, Santa Fe or Phoenix? The Phoenix, yeah, the Phoenix lights. And that was a big deal then. How does a crap deck get an 8/8 monster in it? Oh, I needed to get this guy out sooner. John says, I remember some sci-fi FPS game had Art Bell radio blurbs playing in the background in some of the places as flavor. That game was called Prey, but I don't think it was pre-recorded. I think they hired him to come in and do the voice for that. Ah, come on. That's the place in California. I don't know what you're talking, Marshall. Is it better for me to watch on YouTube or Twitch? You can watch wherever you want, YouTube or Twitch. It's not going to make my gameplay any better, unfortunately. Art Bell used to broadcast out of Pahrump, Nevada, which is, I think, just over the mountains from Las Vegas. A little small town, from what I understand. How is my Cthulhu Mage allowed to play in this game? In a ranked game? Oh, that's because it's set to wild. I want to be in the Raven mode. Look at all these decks that I lost. My Murloc Paladin really changed in this new deck release. Crimson Neon says, yes, I went to one of those secret meetings. They had cookies. Malone is in there. Jarmo, good luck with the games. Well, let's see. It wasn't so good against the system. That was at normal. I will keep these 3 cards. See what we can do with these. What other crazy things? Art had Linda Moulton Howe on all the time talking about crop circles. And I mean, I listened to Art Bell religiously. Starting in '95 when I moved to Atlanta. I would go in the morning to work. Of course, Art Bell on the East Coast was on from like 2 a.m. till 4 or 6 a.m. I forget what the times. But someone, somewhere, was sharing the show, and it may have been through Coast to Coast AM, because I do remember going to the site and downloading it, in real audio format, a format that's not really around much anymore. And I would download that onto a zip drive, a whole bunch of them, and I would just listen to that show every day for a couple of hours. Then I'd go back and listen to archives and add those. Of course, there was Dreamland, his Sunday show that talked about the paranormal. And then in 1998, something really weird happened. Where he got like a death threat or something, some real credible threat to him, live on his show. He went off for a commercial break, came back, his wife had opened up, his wife at the time, Ramona, had opened up some package that was like a serious threat. He just came back on the air and said, I'm going off the air, I hereby quit, I'm not returning to the air. And that was all we heard about him for like a week or so. And I remember when he came on to explain what had happened, I stayed up till 2 a.m. and I had to get up at 5 to go and to get ready for work and drive into work.
Job's done.
And he just was like, hey, I got this threat. I'm not going to take this threat, and so I'm going off the air. And at that time, this is where, I mean, I was devastated at the time over the loss of Art Bell and the Coast to Coast AM show. But the problem was... And so I'm to be honest, I'm not really super broken up over the death of Art Bell for a couple of reasons. Number one, in 1998, when he went off the air the first time, that really shook me and really upset me a lot. And you know, it was one of those grieving things because like, oh, Art's never going to return, and unfortunately. Unfortunately, all of the guests that he had had on over the years, there was a competing one. I forget what that guy's site is. It's still around. He still does some stuff. I'm not really a big fan of him because he kind of goes into some weird stuff about the, you know, Zionist agenda to take over the world.
Job's done.
And unfortunately, all of his guests, like Whitley and Hoagland and all these people, just started having a bunch of infighting with one another. Even the guy that did the reverse recordings had a giant falling out. And I kind of really got frustrated and upset with everything that those guys were doing. Fortunately, though, it's like a year later or something, Art came back to the show after everything had calmed down. And to me, it just wasn't the same anymore. It wasn't the same Art. And then, you know, I moved to California. Art was still with me. I still listen to it religiously. In fact, up until just a few years ago, I had every single Coast to Coast AM and Dreamland recording on, you know, a bunch of DVDs. I mean, they'd stacked up almost 100 of them, of his shows.
Turn to get ready.
And so I was, you know, it just wasn't the same when he came back. I mean, it's still fun. It was still interesting, but a lot of the old... oh, nice. A lot of the old guests had really rubbed Art wrong in the time that he was off. And so they weren't back. And there seemed to be a lot of infighting between Art and the other show, and that wasn't fun.
For justice.
And then a few years later, his wife Ramona passed away suddenly from, I believe, an asthma attack. And so he took some time off and left again. And then he came back next in the Philippines, and of course by then George Norrie had kind of taken over. But then there just became a repeating pattern of Art coming on the air for a year or less and then leaving again. And I kind of got tired of it. Of his actions. But man, if you ever listen to Art Bell, classic Art Bell, like from that 95 to about 2000 time period, it was just some of the best overnight talk radio that you could ever listen to. It was a time when the internet was still new. It was a time when you didn't know what was true and what wasn't true, and so it was much easier to get in on all of the conspiracy theory stuff that was going on. Oh, it was so fun. And even today, I mean, Coast to Coast is still a big thing with George Norrie, and the other podcast that I was mentioning is still a big deal. But it's just, it doesn't feel the same unless Art was doing it. Man, this guy has some pretty powerful cards. This guy's not going down. I'm going to lose that guy. This is a long game. Good job there, King's Archer. Yeah, I'm going to miss Art. I really am. Even though I kind of got tired of some of his antics. I'm really going to miss Art. He had a great voice. Unfortunately, that voice, part of it, came about because of the packs and packs of cigarettes that he would smoke every day. Shouldn't say packs and packs, but I know at least at one time he was smoking a pack of cigarettes. I believe he had COPD, which may have contributed to that. Again, I don't know. We'll wait for a more full report, but man, Art Bell, dead at 72. It's an end of an era. It's an end of an era. Any podcaster who doesn't know who Art Bell is and who hasn't been influenced by the way Art is able to draw people in, you're missing out.
I'll never tell.
The battle.
Repent.
Reporting for duty.
I think I'm going to lose this one too. It's unfortunate. This is a pretty good deck. I was kind of hoping that the whatever this new expansion is, I was hoping that the story mode, the solo play adventure, would have been unlocked today as well. But I guess we've got another week or two before that comes out. I don't follow Hearthstone as like many people do. I'm super casual player. John says, didn't Art move to the Philippines and broadcast over the internet? Yes. So, and this is a part of the story that gets a little weird. Like 3 months after his wife died, Art announced that he was dating someone super, super younger than he was, and that he was going to move to the Philippines and they were going to get married. And so he went and did that for a year, you know, just kind of off radio, and then he got brought in to do an uplink and do coast to coast from the Philippines, which he did for a while, and then someone started this horrible, horrible thing. It wasn't even an internet meme, but they started reporting that Art Bell hated Filipinos and hated the Filipino people and the culture and everything. And this got widely reported in the Philippines, and essentially there was a a death. What is it? Whatever he was marked for death. Basically, he was afraid to go out. And the reason why he moved to the Philippines was because I don't even have any minions.
Reporting for duty. For justice.
Because the reason why he was in the Philippines is his wife, Erin, they were having trouble getting her into the United States, so he went to live over there until they could get everything sorted out. But every couple of years, this Philippines comment that Art was racist against Filipinos kept circulating and kept giving him a lot of grief. And it was the popular newspapers and broadcasts that were doing it. But eventually he did move back to Pahrump and brought his wife with him. And about the same time that he had a daughter, the same time that my oldest son was born. But then again, I remember, again, in the middle of a broadcast, he basically said, I'm not going to do this anymore because apparently someone was coming by the house, giving him threats, shot at the house while the kid was in the house, and he's like, look, I'm not going to do this if this is the kind of stuff that's going to happen. So he went off the air again, and that was the last no, that wasn't the last I heard about him, because then he started doing some internet-only stuff, and that lasted about a month or two. It was one of those paid services that he was doing with the guy that he was originally partnered with, I believe, for Coast to Coast AM. And then that fell apart because I guess he wasn't getting enough money or something. And that was the last time I was like, Art, I'm kind of tired of your antics of coming and going. Either, stay with it or get out. And that was the time that I had that huge collection of Coast to Coast AM stuff, and I just tossed it. I was kind of angry at him. Still respect the man a lot, and interestingly, for the last year or so, I've been aching to listen to those classic Art Bell broadcasts. Oh, that was pretty crappy. Here's a level 1 druid. I guess I need to build up my druid because this expansion's all about the druids. Yeah, he complained a lot about the ISDN lines getting the satellite link up. Every time that the hurricanes tsunamis would blow through, they're the same thing. They're just named differently in the Atlantic versus the Pacific, etc.
Let the hunt begin.
I must protect the wild.
And Art Bell, gotta respect the man for just how talented he was. You can always disagree with someone, but man, he was super talented. I'm gonna miss him.
None will survive.
For those of you asking, that's not going to help me. Well, maybe it will. I'll just end my turn. For those of you asking if you should watch on Twitch or you should watch on YouTube, it's really up to you, whichever one you want to go. Although I should mention that last week, major spoilers, however you want to classify it, did get accepted into the affiliate program. So that path to partnership means that we need to have more people subscribe, more people check us out, etc. So, more people on Twitch is always fun. It's like we've got about 3 people watching on Twitch right now. Hello. lot of good cards that I opened up in this expansion. Not enough to really build a really good deck. So I have to go back and reanalyze these cards and see which ones are going to make a really good deck. I'm building on one, but there's like 5 cards that I didn't get out of the 20 or 30 packs that I had. Choose one. Deal 2 damage or silence a minion. I get this Chillwind Yeti out. I'll just take this guy out. End my turn. Next time we're going to get this Panther out. Give all my minions a 1/1 boost. Marshall says, I only ever heard him a few times, but I remember really liking him. And that was a great thing. I mean, if you found art at 2 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast, you found something special. Of course, if you were on the West Coast, which is... it was like 2000. I think he was back around 2000, which was really weird for me because when I moved to California, of course, that's a 3-hour time difference. And it took me a while to get used to everything. It was also very wild to be able to listen to art at 11 o'clock instead of 2 a.m. It was also really weird to be able to watch football at like 10 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday instead of like 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
I must safeguard the land.
It's also when I moved to California that I discovered Adam Carolla. And he and Drew were doing whatever the name of that show was. The Sex Call-In show. That show was a lot of fun, too. I remember listening at, midnight, 1 in the morning, and just laughing my ass off while I was trying to go to bed. Oops, sorry. Used a bad word there. Sorry, YouTube. Don't punish me, YouTube. Oh, I should have brought out that guy. Dang it.
I hope you like my invention.
Alright, 8 damage to this guy. He's gonna come in and hurt me.
To my side.
Well, the dude's gonna have to attack one of my guys. And depending on what he pulls out next... Okay. Ugh. Alright, you may have done it, dude. Does this thing have charge? Oh, good job. Dang it. If it hadn't had charge, I could have won this. Good thing I don't lose stars at this. Oh well, but hey, look, my druid is now level 2. Oh look, I got some cards. I got a Starfire. Not the DC Comics Starfire, but I got some Starfire. This one is the closest to the new deck as I could find. This is based on one I found online. I'm trying to think of some other... I mean, the Beyond the Burrito alien story. And this guy was like freaked out when he called, and he's like, Art, I got this alien, and I don't know what to do with it. And Art was trying to convince the guy to call the MUFON guys to come out. 11134, okay. And the guy would be no, and then he called back a few days later, and he had pictures of this thing. Then he called back another time, and he I guess, hooked up with some scientists, and then the two started... I don't know. You could tell that it was an elaborate story that ultimately was designed to try to sell a story or try to sell a book or something. Just some good times. So I remember that. You know, the guy flying into Area 51, I must have been busy at work or something, because I remember it happening. But then I kind of lost track of the story, but people were like, oh, it was the funniest thing, it was the best thing ever. And I barely remember that story. Of course, the Phoenix Lights thing, I was still in Atlanta when that happened. Fair enough. The Richard Hoagland stuff was always fun, too. For each minion, summon a 1/1. That is pretty useful, I must say. Nice.
To my side.
Oh, why did not that get summoned to that guy? That's no fun. Because I'm not going to well, I'll destroy that guy and also destroy my mana worm at the same time. I dooed it. Because now they're going to... Those three are going to gang up on my crow, my Vex Crow. We're going to summon a random 2-cost minion. I like the Vex Crow. Guess I would have done that on me instead of my beast.
Job's done.
Should have gotten that one out there. Eh. Yeah, see, you attack me on that and get the 5 points. There you go.
Someday I'll be just like you. An incredible discovery.
Job's done.
Yeah, I think this one's over too. You know, I believe in ghosts and UFOs, but not Bigfoot. Oh, Bigfoot was another thing. I don't remember if that was an Art Bell thing. I seem to remember right towards the end of Art Bell's run on Coast to Coast AM. He, some guy had called in and said that he, and this was in Texas, had killed a Bigfoot and buried it and felt a lot of guilt because he didn't know if it was a Bigfoot or he didn't know if it was a person that he had killed.
You require my assistance.
Yeah, I'm gonna die. I can't get out of this. I can go this and this. But I'm sure he's got something. Emilio has something that will take me down. So all he's got to do is hit me for 2. There you go. They all have charge. Game over. Good job. Oh, you heard that one. Okay. I'm going to go look around. I bet that I can find some old Art Bell programs online. They've got to be out there. I'm going to start listening to those.
Medivh versus Morgul.
That's pretty cool.
Let the games begin.
I didn't know that was a character you could play. How do you get that guy? Well, we're putting that one away for now. How do you play that little Murloc guy? I like that. I really like that.
Job's done.
That is a cool character. All right, let's get this person out.
Just like you.
Job's done.
And let's get random enemy minion. I don't have any minions there. They don't have any minions out there.
Mind if I roll need?
Yeah, that one's all right.
An incredible discovery.
What secret shall we get? Oh, explosive runes. And then 3 to here. So Bill Schweigert is listening somewhere out there. Somewhere out there. I've never seen that movie. I know. Surprising, right? An American Tail. I went through a period where it was like, if it's not Disney, it's poo. And so I refused to watch The American Tail or Fievel Goes West or any of that stuff. I think I only watched Secret of Nim because it was a requirement in a course that I took. So, boo. Frost Wolves, right? Spirit Wolves. And then you boost them up. Alright. Oh, whenever I cast a spell, you say?
I found it first.
Job's done.
Oh. Yeah, apparently there's also some controversy over the death of Art Bell, and that I guess a lot of the family hasn't even been notified yet when the news broke. But the coroner's office released all the information. And so some places have been picking that up. Yeah, I don't. The animation is great. The story is great. I read the book when I was in like middle school or something like that.
The end is coming.
Well, that's not good. I don't like that guy. Yes, I know I'm going to lose all of these characters. That's okay. Should have waited, but that's okay, because I've got these two that I can pull out.
You grasp the infinite, mage.
Ah, boo! Dang it. Ah, boo. Mm-mm-mm. Problem with that is you're going to get...
We have many secrets.
Me?
Job's done.
Run out. You're going to run out your deck really quick.
Our will.
I can get Fireball out next time, providing he doesn't destroy me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, well this one cost me nothing. I like whatever this is that is, I love this Vex Crow. I'm going to go with the Frozen Clone. I'm just going to play it. And then, yeah, okay, here we go.
Job's done.
You play with fire, child.
I do play with fire, I suppose. Oh, she's really powerful in this deck. All right, Steven, I got to head out early this week. My brother-in-law just got back from Syria. Well, I hope he's doing fine. He got in earlier than expected. Good luck with games. I'll keep tweeting. See you later, Marshall. Have a good day. Yeah, they're all got low health, so dude, if you got something that's gonna, 15 damage randomly split, you've done that twice, though. There it is. There it is. Now this is among all minions. So one stayed. All enemy minions. Here we go, game over, dude. How? Good game, dude. Or dudette, or whoever you may be. I like this deck. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Well, let's see. Let's do one more game really quick, and then we will take a break. And then we'll come back and we're going to play Ticket to Ride, which is a game I really love, and I haven't played it in a long time. It is available on iOS and your desktop and all those places in electronic form. I've said it before, playing an electronic version of a board game makes you a much better player of the board game. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. See if we can do this again. Like I said, I really like that deck. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. If you are, you know, thumbs up or likes or cheers. I guess you can give cheers now that we are an affiliate. So cheer the heck out of that. Whoops, sorry.
You son of a...
Mm. I'm going to go for Archaeologist. Also, if you are joining us for the first time, don't forget to check out MajorSpoilers.com. We have a lot of pop culture, comic book stuff that we discuss over there. We also have our Major Spoilers Podcast Network, which is just loaded with all sorts of shows that you might enjoy. We have a gaming podcast called Munchkin Land, and we play a variety of different board games. You can find that on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/MajorSpoilersVideo. Kind of worried this guy is saving up a...
I found it first.
saving up a lot of cards. He's going to try to attack me all at once. So we got Munchkin Land, a lot of games over there. We also have Critical Hit, which is our Dungeons & Dragons podcast. We've just started into our 6th season. Seasons run by story arcs, not by years.
Yes. Oh, yes. They'll serve me now.
Man, I really like that Vex Crow. So Critical Hit is really great. It's a lot of fun. We also have the Major Spoilers podcast, which is a comic book and pop culture podcast. We have a Dueling Review podcast, which is where we take a single comic book that's new out during the week, and we go in depth and look at it. Oh, man. Is that minions only? No. I think I want to spell. Lesser Ruby Spellstone or this I'm going to go with the Explosive Runes, because that one is really cool.
Job done.
So there's the Dueling Review podcast. What else do we have? We have Finally Friday, which is a live stream where we just kind of wrap up the week, and I tell long stories like the Art Bell story, which I'll probably repeat again next week. We talk about things that have happened during the week, and it is a call-in show where you get to call in and share your thoughts about the week that was. Oh, dude. That was fun. I like this deck a lot. There we go. Do we get out of Murloc Raider territory? Probably not. All right. I really like this deck. And this deck, let's go look at it. Based on one that I found online. It has got arcane missiles, Breath of Sindragosa, the Mana Worm, the Mirror Image, Arcanologist, which I think that's that one's in this set, in the new set. Frostbolt, Primordial Glyph, Sorcerer's Apprentice, Arcane Intelligence, Counterspell, Explosive Runes, Curran Tor Mage, that's a new one, Fireball, Vexcrow, which I love this Vexcrow, a Luneth, at the end of your turn, draw 3 cards, Archmage Antonio Dias, I don't know how to say his name, Flame Strike, and Pyroblast, which won me that last game. So that's that deck. I'll share that to our patrons. Apparently, last week you guys really enjoyed when I shared the Willie's Murloc, which sadly, if you look, Willie's Murloc is no longer... Where's it at? Right here, Willie's Murloc, no longer, after all these years, no longer usable for Standard. But I guess I could go in and figure out which ones are no longer valid in that deck. There's Willie's Murloc. It doesn't tell you which ones are... So it says if I convert it to Standard, what happens? Oh, so it's just the Cold Light Oracle is the only one? That's the only one? Because there is a... Let's find it. There is a new a new Murloc that is almost exactly like that Cold Light one. Where's it at? Wouldn't be in the Mage. It would be under the neutrals. Wait, where's that one? That one's nope. That one's not a new one. I believe it was a level 3 or a cost 3 Murloc. That was very similar. Here it is. Candlelight Seer. Nope. I'm going to replace it with... Here we go. Willie's Murloc deck lives again. Aha! Ha! We will have to we'll have to try that and see how it goes. But for now, let's take a quick break. I'm going to reset for Ticket to Ride, and then I'm going to refresh my drink, and then I will be back. So stay tuned. Break. There it is. Will it pop up? Probably not. All right. That did not take 10 minutes. But we are back now with Ticket to Ride, a game that I love. It's been so long since I played this game. But let us jump into it. Let's do a solo game and then I'll play some people online. 1910 is great. What else do we have? Isn't there one that's like the 19... Oh, that's the classic one. So maybe I like the 1910 one. I mean... Big Cities, Mega. Let's do Mega. Mega. And let's play against some bots, shall we? Ah, look at all those cities. Okay, great. Keep at least 3. Alright, keep at least 3. Oh, what am I going to do? I think I'm going to take these 2 for sure. Then this one. And then this one. Those are the 4 that I'm going for. That one will be fairly easy. That one will be easy. I'll need to get some blue cards for that. Red cards for that one. Alright, we got this. Alright, some blues and reds is what we need. Alright, we got this. Oh, boo. Look at that guy coming in here. I definitely have to complete this route from Miami to New Orleans. That is the one that I'm going to go for. Ugh. Let's see, I need that. And then green, so I'll go ahead and grab some greens. There's another blue that I desperately need the blues. Because if somebody goes in and steals my route, I'm going to be mightily angry. Okay, we got green and blue taken care of. Oof. Alright, so we'll fill in a blue track there. Gotta get that Miami to New Orleans done. Need some more greens. Need some green there. And green there. So we'll take a green. And we'll just take a wild card here. See what we got. Black. Alright, let's get this green right here. So many blues. I can take the blues. I can take a lot of randoms, but I need to get a couple more reds. Ah, there's a red. One red. Ugh, pink. Scary, scary. Grab this white just in case. Oh, wild card. Oh, wild card. Now I can complete that. Alright, Miami to New Orleans is taken care of. Need a couple of... we got the whites. We can get that taken care of. So we'll just slide in here. We will also... Ooh. We will also need to grab this route really quick. Let's close this one off. Finished 1. Finished 2. And what else do we have? We have... Okay, that one will be done, and then that one will be done. So let's grab these 2 pinks. And we'll connect up here. Yep, second hour here, we're playing a different game, not Hearthstone, obviously. And we will get into, and we're getting into Ticket to Ride, which I enjoy very much. Oh, I forgot I had a town all the way over here. I need to be collecting a lot more black cards now. 2 wilds and some blacks. There's a black. Black, and I can take a red. Yep, let's get that red filled up. Chicago to Boston. Just need the black cards now. Got 21 carriages left, so we've got a little bit of time. Everyone, ooh, C. Huntington bot is going to kick my behind if I'm not careful. Okay, here we go. Black and blue. I'm gonna need either some wild or some blacks here. There's a black. Black and white. Oh, he's got 33 cars left. Why did I think he had? Dang it. Let's get those black cards out. There we go. I'm going to punch my last ticket here. There we go. Now I need to grab a few more tickets. How many do I have? 16 cars left. What can we do? Where do I buy my... Where do I buy my, my new... It is my turn, but where do I buy my new cards at? I forgot where I bought my... I forgot where you buy new cards at. Oh, here they are, right up here. I would like to get some new tickets, yes. All right, Pittsburgh to New Orleans. Montreal. Well, I'm definitely buying that one. Montreal to Atlanta. I don't think I can get that one done in time. Pittsburgh to New Orleans. Can I get that one done? 5 greens or 3 blacks. 3 blacks or 5 greens, or Washington to Atlanta. Can't get that one done. Pretty sure I can get this one done. One of them's already complete. I know, it's kind of cheatery, but hey. Alright, let's get some black cards really quick. Or let's see, 2 reds. I don't have 2 reds. 2 whites, 2 greens. Well, let's go with 2 whites. And I may end up with the longest run, providing... Oh, red right here is going to get the long run. Way to go, Mr. Red. And I need some yellows. Yellow or red. Wild card will work. There we go, completed that. And now the question is, can I get down into 1, 2, 3, 4? 12 cars left. Yeah, we're going to go for this other. We're going to buy a new ticket. Yes, if it hasn't already been bought. Dallas, nope. Nope. Kansas City to Houston. Shoot. I think I screwed myself. Okay, let's try it. One, two, three, four, 5. All right, we can get here. We can get here. And we can get here, which will complete that ticket. Let's see, I'm going to see if I can't drop my last one right here and just get a distance. I don't know, yellow and red may get distance this time. I have one card left. Who can I screw out of a... Well, Mr. Blue... Oh, I can't buy both. Can't... Do. Where is there only one? Yep, right there is one. Nashville to Atlanta. I will control that stretch of train. I thought when we got down to 4 cars, or 6 cars, that we were... that the game was last round. Well, I'll just claim this over here. And I'm almost tempted. There we go. 2 wagons are last. Now is the last turn. Okay, well, I'm not going to do anything. Okay, where do we land? I think red may have won. Marge Lobot, what happened? I think I blocked her. Nice. Whoever gets the longest is going to win. There we go. Bum-ba-da-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum, win. By the way, my drink today is called the Dirty Sinestro. Okay, the Dirty Sinestro. And people are like, what the heck is a Dirty Sinestro? Well, it is nothing special. It is gin and juice, lemonade and gin, served in a green lantern. A green lantern tumbler. I just hit a new worldwide high score for Map USA 1910 Mega. I don't believe it. Because when I go and look, I don't see my high score listed anywhere. So I don't know... I don't know why it... Because I doubt my score is 1221. I mean, that would put me in the, in first place, and that's not going to happen. So I don't know. It says I've got a score, but whatever. Let's go and play. Let us go and play an online version and see who is online. Oh, I don't have Pennsylvania. That's okay. Let's join this guy's game. Oh, there's the button down there. Join. Okay, fine. Can I join this one? I don't know what the password is. Alright, I'll create a game. a quick game of 4 players. Oh, I don't want it to be a ranked game. Just fun game. And we'll see if anybody joins. If nobody else joins in the next couple of minutes, we'll just exit out and play another solo game. You can find me, major spoilers, on Ticket to Ride. I'd be happy to play a game with you. The only drawback is, of course, that I'm only on playing games on Saturday afternoons, so that is something to take into account. So is everybody having a good time? I hope. I hope it was interesting. Maybe I'll jump back into Hearthstone if we can't get somebody. 62 players in the lobby. 60 players in the lobby. None of them want to play my game. My son was asking me, "Hey, can I play Fortnite on the live stream?" And I don't know if someone is out there. Can you tell me what the rules are for minors on Twitch? Because I'll be here while he's playing Fortnite. He's a pretty good Fortnite player. And so, if you know what the rules are for minors on Twitch, my son says that if an adult is present, it's okay, but that someone under 18 is not allowed to stream by themselves. He's 10. Doopy 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 doo. No, right? Nobody there. Let's just exit out. We'll exit out. We'll shut that down. We'll go right back into Hearthstone. We'll just flip this back. Get it to come up. Switch out the skin to Hearthstone. Hearthstone loading. Don't look, everybody. I want to play that. Let's bring some audio back in. Hearthstone. All right. I want to play that. Play my almost temp deck. Problem is, I was like missing 2 cards out of the complete deck, so I went with some replacements.
Medivh versus Malfurion.
And I'm very curious to see how this plays out.
Let the games begin.
If you are a fan of comic books and pop culture, keep in mind in a couple of weeks, we're just a couple of weeks away from Free Comic Book Day. It takes place on May 5th, the first Saturday in May. You can go to your local comic shop if you have one in your area, and they will have free comics that you can pick up. Now, you just can't go in and just pick any comic off the shelves. There's a group of comics that are listed as free comics. Some of them are really good, but it's a good chance for you to get out there and get some free comics on Free Comic Book Day. And visit your LCS, your local comic shop, and see what they have out there for you. There's a good chance that if you're not into capes and tights, if you're not into the superhero stuff, there is something out there. There is something out there for you.
The rage. It claims me.
Oh, the rage is out. I really like playing mage. I don't know what it is. I think I like playing the magic-y types. That's why I like this mage deck and not that druid one. I really should build a good druid deck and learn how to play the druid. You guys are so quiet.
Your magic shall not save.
Uh-oh, don't silence my minion. Ah, you. Fine. Do I want to waste that one there? I doed it. Is there a way? I wish there was a way to take off. Ah, man, he just... Ugh, shake my fist at you, Druid. You cursed catcher.
Ice to meet you.
Nice to meet you indeed.
We have many secrets. Engaging TC.
I'm having a much better day today. Oh, you did not just steal my... That'll teach me, huh?
You require my assistance.
Engaging TC.
Oh, you dude. That's okay. He's not going to do much for you. Oh, man. Mana worm. Taunts. Oh, man. 6 damage. Oh, seriously? That's how that works? Holy crap.
To battle.
This may be my new favorite card. Way to go, Archmage.
Your magic shall not save.
That's fine. Running this one doesn't have, it does have a rush.
Well played.
Well played indeed. Oh, come on. There we go. We went up a level. Now I'm a South Sea deckhand. And my Angry Chicken crate just went up. And I got a victory. 10 victories, so I got some golds. I've gotten 4 of the Lunaria things. That's pretty cool. I like a deck that wins. I like that Archmage. That guy is cool. Here's another thing that you should know about me and Hearthstone and really Magic the Gathering and Sentinels of the Multiverse and all of these games. I don't know how you're supposed to follow a storyline. I mean, surely in solo play mode, I can understand that. But when I look at my deck and I'm like, okay, how is there a story in here? Someone's going to have to explain to me how there is a story in these cards and how they... I really don't understand it. It confuses me.
In the light's name.
I should have played that first. Oh well.
Job's done.
Did that backwards. Yeah, someone's asking me in my Twitter feed, did you get hit by a car? Yes, I did. I got hit by a car when I was out walking on Monday. Car just ran right into me when I was crossing the street. Obviously, I'm fine. It was a bit of a pain to deal with. I haven't got any cards that have brought up my secrets yet. What is this one? Copy a card from your opponent's deck and add it to your hand. Oh my goodness, he could get my really cool dude card. That's what I'm calling it right now, my really cool dude card. Because I can't say the guy's other name. Antoninus?
For Dalaran.
No! You've silenced all of my enemy minions. I do not likes you. There we go. Draw a secret from my deck. And that secret will be explosive runes. I'm going to put this one into play.
For Dalaran.
Job's done.
Some of the animations seem a little slow. Is that just me? Or does it look slow to you? Like there's a delay in some of this stuff. Oh, destroy all my enemy secrets. Boo. Good play, dude. Good play.
We have many secrets. For Dalaran. Tartola, preserve us!
The heck?
Someday I'll be just like you.
Uh-oh.
Is someone injured?
Well, I might as well just get it out there. Nope, I'm just going to end my turn. Well, that wasn't what I wanted.
Let me change your mind.
Someday I'll be just like you.
I don't want to lose that card yet. I'm going to lose
For
it anyway.
Dalaran.
I should have gone after that one. I'm letting them beat me on the field. I gotta get rid of some of these guys. No! Don't take control of my characters. Eesh.
One for all and all for me.
What the what? Oh, I think I got my butt kicked.
For Dalaran.
Oh, that costs 3. Shoot. Oh, I should have gotten that one. Dang it. Pay attention, Steven. Quit blasting your way through here. This one will deal 4 damage. Those 2 will still stick around. I believe I have lost this game. Oh, 14. Holy cow. I believe I have lost this game, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. I gotta get this one out, though. Yep, that Ultrasaur just killed me.
Well played.
There you go. Good job. Alright, we got a time, I think, for one more. Defeat. Defeat. I still like this deck. And then after, what have you got planned for the rest of the day? Oh, I've been drinking, so I can't drive for a while. Because I need to go to the Hobby Lobby and get something for a craft project I'm working on. Maybe I have my wife drive me. Then the kids have to go. Blech. And they're not going to want to go because they're grumpy kids. They're like, yeah, we don't want to have to do anything. It's a Saturday. We're horrible children. No, they're really not that way. They're really good kids. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Dang it. Oh, well. We'll make it work. I wanted to get that one out for free.
Mind if I roll need?
The rest of my day is going to be pretty lax. I'm going to prep a bunch of... What is that? A 2-3 and a 3-2.
Someday I'll be just like you.
I'm going to prep a bunch of video files for future edits that need to get done. So I can do that. The system can do that.
An incredible discovery.
And then I don't know what else. I really wanted to go see Ready Player One because I haven't seen that. So I guess I will go see Ready Player One. I'll have 5. I can get those 2 out. No, don't destroy that one! Oh, it freezes. It doesn't mean I can't use it. What do I do? Well, I guess I want to get this one out.
We have many secrets.
I want to get this one out. And then deal 3 damage to a character and freeze it to this guy. And then just hit this guy and this guy. We'll get this one out and then that one out. That's okay. I think mana worms are just there to be an easy target. Ooh, Shoot, man. Alright, definitely getting that one out.
Secrets.
Definitely shooting that one. And then definitely hitting you for a bunch of points. Everyone headed out and left you with the kids, huh, Marshall? Well, that's too bad. No! Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. I hate the volcano. I hate the volcano. Thank goodness that was there, because that would have really set me back. I still could have won with those 2 fireballs that were sitting there. One more. And then we'll get out of here. Thanks so much for watching on Twitch. Thank you so much for watching on YouTube. You know, like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that stuff. I think those of you that are watching on YouTube, though, are already subscribers, which is great. We'd love to get to that, love to get one of those silver play buttons, but we're a long way from that.
Let the games begin.
I will just leave it at this for now. Might as well get first blood. Because now we have to wait a while. Oh. My goodness.
Job done.
I might go with this one next. I think he's getting ready to play a big minion. Well, it's going to get rid of it.
An incredible discovery.
I'll take that secret. Yes, I will. Thank you very much.
Job done.
Now I can get this one out, play that one for free. It's close to the end of the stream there, Marshall.
We have many secrets.
I found it first.
I think everybody's going to start putting a volcano card in their deck. I get a feeling that that is the best way to counter. Oh man, you.
Beetleberries, my favorite. Oh, beetleberries, my favorite.
We have many secrets.
I found it first.
For Dalaran.
Job's done.
I want to see if I can win this one. I'm getting kind of nervous. That person has a lot of stuff in their hand. 5-5 and taunt. Oh, boo. Alright, here we go. Now it's down to 7. I could take it out with that, but I'd rather hit the druid with that. Let's see, that's 4. Alright, well, let's see. Who am I going to sacrifice? You are going to get a sacrifice. And you're going to die. Oh, you're going to die. 3, huh? Can't use that fireball now. All right. I'm going to sacrifice you. And I'm going to draw 2 cards. There you go.
I found it first.
I will end my turn. Get the crow out. I can get these next two out. Ah, boo. Lich King. Dang it. Totally screwed me over. But I can get that one out. I can do that. I can do that. And then Fudge. I don't want to take 8 damage. That'll only leave me with 10, 12. That's not enough to kill him. I'm gonna risk it.
Hand is too full.
Oh, hand is too full, you say. Oh, but I still have to kill this one. That's right. Shoot.
Mine! All mine!
You brought me back.
Okay, still have to get rid of him. Oh, man. How am I going to do this? Let's think, people. All right, let's waste this on this guy. Let's blow this one on... Oh, shoot, we don't even have to do that. We'll do it anyway.
Immortality.
We'll end our turn. Kind of nervous now. Get quiet when I'm nervous. Because I want to win this. I'm in a whole different tier. I'm going up against this boy.
I wonder.
If you've got something that can destroy everyone, go for it. If you've got Volcano, go for it. What does he get from that? That thing doesn't have charge.
Mine! All mine!
No, nice, dude. I really want to get this out here. Can't get that out. So wait, 2, 4, 7.
I found it first!
Immortality.
Job's done.
With 1 left over. Now watch, he's going to heal himself up to like 32 points. 32 heal points coming up. Oh, man. All right, your 7's going to hit my guy. Okay.
My hand is too full.
All right.
Immortality.
Almost out of cards.
You are almost out of cards.
The circle of life is
Taunt. Darn it. How is he getting those healths on that? Alright, I may have lost. 2 can play at this game, right? That's just going to kill me. I'll end my turn.
I'm out of cards.
Yeah, now you're going to start taking damage, dude. Unless you've got something that's really big. And he's got this spider thing. Who is this guy?
Will is not my own.
Oh! Ouch! I mean, he can just take out my 2 right there. I need to start dealing some damage. He can take out these 2 without hurting them at all. Yes, Marshall asks, what about your Patreon goals? How do we know what the next goal is? If you go over to patreon.com, you can go into the goals and you can click through to each of those and see what the next goals are. Yeah, this is not going to do me any good.
I don't feel so good.
Oh man, I just lost this game. I cannot believe I lost this game the way I lost it. Dang it, anyhow.
Immortality.
Masterful.
Job done.
Yep, now he's got me. Game over. Game over, dude. 6-9. Yep. You had it. There you go. Good job. Save those cards up just like you should have. Oh, man, that hurt. That really hurt. Oh, well, I cannot lose stars at this rank. But I still like this deck a lot. Oh, my gosh, I like that deck. All right, everybody, that wraps it up for the stream for this week. Thank you so much for watching and checking us out. If you want to support everything that we do at Major Spoilers, and again, go to majorspoilers.com, check out everything we do. Then please take a moment and head over to patreon.com/majorspoilers and see what the bonuses we have to offer. Just a couple of bucks a month can keep the lights on and all those good kind of things. So I think that's where we will end it. Take care. Stay warm. Next week, I will be back Sunday night. Not Saturday afternoon, but Sunday night. And I don't know what we're playing. Hearthstone, Smash Up, something like that. Ticket to Ride again. I don't know. But thank you so much, everybody. And we'll see you next Sunday. Bye-bye. Take care.